What exactly went down? What are you getting with the sexy star thing and the Rosemary thing? I want to get in that right away. I start this off hot. What happened? What led up to it? What happened after?
I'll let Konnan take that one.
Yeah, because Konnan, you've not spoken on this yet, have you? And made no comments on Twitter or anything. This is the first time we're hearing your opinion of what Sexy Star did to Rosemary. And Sexy Star is your girl. And as a matter of fact, I think if we went back and on the archives of this show, there was actually, I think KG too, weren't you guys actually bringing up whether or not that she's a Hall of Famer or something like that?
I brought it up, but Konnan stated that I was incorrect. I was, and in hindsight, I was completely incorrect because the Lucha Underground presentation and booking of her influenced my statements. Like the way she's presented there is different from the way she's presented overall in Mexico, or the way she's received.
Just to correct me, isn't she kind of like a shooter too? Doesn't she fight her boxers or something like that?
Yeah, she's had one boxing match, and her husband's an ex-world champion boxer.
Okay, all right. So, that being said, she's a shooter, and she shot on Rosemary, totally unnecessary. After the match, after she topped out, cranked it in, dislocated her elbow, correct?
Right. So,
okay, let's see what happens.
The backstory here is that, especially in Mexico, the girls are very, very jealous of each other. They're very catty. Bro, you can have 5 girls and 50 guys, and those 5 girls will bring you twice the drama that the guys ever will. So, there'd already been heat between Fabi and Sexy, even though Fabi wasn't in that match. Taya, when she was there, had heat with Fabi, had heat with Sexy. And now the girls that wrestled that night, Shani had heat with Sexy. So they went in there, and as you saw, they were potatoes.
Who's Shani? Is Shani Rosemary?
No. Rosemary. Shani wrestles for AAA. Rosemary,
there
obviously.
There were 4 girls in the match, Disco.
Okay, 4 girls in the match. Okay. Yeah,
right.
And no one had any heat with Hamada, or was she involved too?
Well, Hamada was roughing Sexy up too. So I don't know if Sexy said something before the match, or I don't know. I didn't know of any heat that they had from before. So, she clocked her with the top of that garbage can, and then when Sexy tried to hit her back, she put her arms in the way, and they basically beat her up. And I think that Sexy came back in, and she took it out on the wrong person, because I never saw Rosemary, taking liberties with her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So she has tremendous heat right now.
Yeah.
I've never seen.
So she got unbooked.
Wait, that's all you're going to say? I want to hear your opinion.
Get that kind of heat.
Bro, she shouldn't have done it. What do you want me to say? She shouldn't have done it. She was wrong.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think? Let me ask you a question. If you were running that show and she did that, what would you have done?
Definitely fined her and suspended her publicly.
Mm-hmm. How much did you fine her?
I don't know, bro, but I don't know right now what it would be. But that definitely would happen because if you don't do that, it's like the company's condoning this. You know what I'm saying?
The match on the show is I gave my first ever 6 clusterfucks rating. That 10-team gauntlet match, whatever the hell that was.
What did you call a 6? What did you rate the match?
Well, I figure if Meltzer can start giving out 6 stars, I'm going to start giving out 6 clusters, and that was the biggest clusterfuck of a match I'd ever
got
seen.
Heat with me. You know what I think about the Meltzer star rating system? Now you're trying to have your own rating system. That's got heat with me. Your rating system is on the list, right?
Wow.
Okay.
Well,
yeah,
all right, so let's talk about the rest of the show. Konnan, well, 2 things. One, I want to get your take overall on the show, good, bad, and ugly, and then because I don't speak Spanish and I haven't had time to actually sit there and listen super close and try to understand what was said. What if you've watched Garza and Daga and Juvi's videos with their analysis of TripleMania? I'd love to hear what they had to say if you've had a chance to watch those.
No, I haven't watched any of theirs.
All right. Well, what were your thoughts overall?
But anyways, I just thought the match, when I've read the card, I thought it wasn't a great card for a 25th anniversary. And they had some good matches, and they had more bad matches than good. At least the main event was good. The tag team match was good. I don't understand why Vampiro's choke slamming Johnny Mundo, but then I think they're wrestling in Aguas Calientes or something like that. But I was listening it through Twitch or whatever it was. You were on there, KG.
Yeah, I did the English feed commentary.
Bro, you guys didn't know some of the wrestlers. Sometimes you were getting them confused.
One time I got someone confused.
I want to make a statement on this.
Yeah.
Right? KG got a lot of heat for his commentary on this match.
And a ton of accolades.
Okay, well, I didn't see any of those. Because these showed up on my timeline. So in your defense, the data.
Wait.
Listen to this.
You did a good job?
Well, on the overall show?
No, on giving blowjobs. Yeah, bro, on the overall show.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Bro, you didn't know the names of people that were in the match.
In his defense.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. If Konnan wants to run his mouth, they did 2 dark matches with 8 or 12 people in them. None of those names were provided. None of those names had on-screen graphics, and we were not able to get those people's names.
Well, isn't Vamp your boy? He couldn't hook you up with that information? Like when Sabinovich came, I gave him all the information he needed.
That's not Kevin's fault.
Yeah, that's and it's the dark match pre-show or whatever.
Well, then
here's what I'm gonna say. Let me say my thing because I started this. All right, I knew because I tweeted it. I said before this show ever took place. Congratulations for Kevin for giving this gig on commentary. It's going to be interesting to see the heat he gets from mispronouncing the guys' names. In Kevin's defense, okay, he's getting offered a gig to commentate a show. He's not going to say no. All right. Also, we all know that Kevin does not pronounce the Mexican names very well.
However,
wait, let me finish. So whoever's idea it was, it's not Kevin's fault. Whoever's idea was to use Kevin on commentary should take the blame for Kevin's shortcomings in calling the show, especially with respect to pronouncing and getting the names of the wrestlers correct.
Hold on, though. You keep bringing up pronouncing. What was mispronounced? I called...
Konnan, you have to mispronounce. Konnan, what do you mispronounce?
Okay, how do you say Nino Hamburguesa in Spanish?
Say again?
Well, you just told him how to say it.
Right. The guy that you...
Yeah, Hamburger Boy.
Yeah.
Nino Hamburguesa.
That's wrong.
Hamburguesa, not Hamburguesa. Okay, what else?
Okay, but big deal. What you guys fail to realize is, who is this English feed for? It's a video game channel, and it's for a casual audience. It's a soft welcome, an introduction to the world of lucha. It's like, come on in, check this out. This is something different. This is something vibrant. This is something being introduced.
Bro,
if along the way I didn't pronounce Hamburguesa correctly, that's why I called him Hamburger Boy. That's a very, very nitpicking.
Okay, Hidra. You mispronounced her name. How do you pronounce that name?
Hold on.
Hidera. That's Hidera, right?
No.
What is it?
I thought I had it written down. I have it here.
Kevin, don't even worry about it. Okay.
All right. So I know it doesn't matter.
You're a big man, Konnan. You sure showed me up.
That's not showing up.
I like that you came with the big guns. I pronounced Hamburger Boy's name incorrectly. You got me, brother.
You didn't know who Marta Villalobos was. Neither did your partner who she was. You said, "Oh, who's this? Who's this?" Because he goes, "Oh, a legend's coming out," and you go, what's her name? Which right there shows you didn't know who she was. And he goes, I'll just wait till they make the official announcement, which meant he didn't know what her name was either. Like, your product knowledge wasn't good. That's all. When Poder del Norte...
because I'm gonna study the entire fucking history of AAA in the 3 fucking days I had from when I got the gig to when the show was, dude. Suck my dick.
Konnan, here's the thing. Konnan, listen to this.
If you're asking me...
You're being way too critical for that. You're being way too critical for that.
Okay. So when Poder del Norte shows up into the ring, a trio that's been on TV for the last, 8 months, and you guys didn't know who they were...
How? If he doesn't watch the shows, how is he supposed to know who...
And they're not on the sheet, dude. If they're not booked and they're not on the sheet, and there's no on-screen graphic and no one says their name, how am I supposed to know who they are? You're being a fucking doof.
Okay, wait a minute. So you're not going to say, hey, is there going to be any run-ins? Is there anything that I should know? Is there anything?
Yeah,
I mean...
Right, because I've never called the show before, Konnan. I haven't been doing this shit for years.
That's not my point. Just, you didn't have
I will say this, though, Kevin, okay? Is that you were kind of part of the big herd mentality when Jim Ross got a lot of heat for mispronouncing the Japanese guys' names at the New Japan show. So
Jim Ross didn't have 3 days' notice.
Well, it doesn't matter, okay? Because this is kind of hypocritical. It's kind of hypocritical.
To come off as a professional product, it is on the company whose product it is to at least do some sort of informing to its commentators. Give them some rules.
Listen, you guys have a whole agenda against AAA. You guys rant and rave every week on here, on other podcasts, on every social media platform you have about how you guys don't like AAA. So in other words, I just feel like the whole thing. I understand what you're saying, but in other words, I did know the people, the 30 men in that trios match. When some person runs in the fucking match that isn't on any format sheet, I'm sorry that I don't know who that is off the top of my head. You know what I mean?
KG, wait. All I'm saying, this has nothing to do with an agenda against AAA or not. I'm saying that it's their show. You were hired to be the commentators, so they should provide you with the information. You and Gabe both said out loud during the commentary, we don't know the rules of this match because we weren't given them. That's all I'm saying, is that should have never happened. And they should have provided you with ample information.
Should it never happen that Kevin said that, or should it never happen that he was never given the format sheet?
That he was never given the information. They should have given him the freaking information.
And the thing is,
that's not Kevin. That's not Kevin's fault.
I'm not saying it is. Kevin was saying I'm attacking him because I don't like AAA.
I think Konnan owes Kevin an apology.
Absolutely not. He did a terrible job. He can give me all the verbal.
If we analyze this, and if we analyze Kevin's responsibility for the mistakes.
Konnan doesn't even have commentary on his fucking shows. He just films them with no commentary. So when you have commentary and you can draw a house like AAA, I'll be interested in all your biased and narrow-minded criticisms of my work. Until then, suck my dick from the back.
Konnan, I think you still owe an apology.
I'm not giving him shit. He sucked, and he knows it.